Hello. Hello. I'm back. I told you I was gonna come back, and I did. And I'm here with my handy dandy strawberry daiquiri. I already had a margarita. I'm on to the daiquiri. And hopefully this will be enough. If not, I have half a bottle of wine in the fridge. I'm not supposed to be drinking, but whatever. Anyway, Lauren isn't supposed to be drinking either, so at least when I do it, it's not illegal. Anyway. Let's go through the well, first of all, let me do this here real quick. Let's close out of that and bring out oops, oops. Where the heck is bingo? Where's my bingo image? What the heck? Um Technical difficulties, you guys. I don't know where the heck my bingo card went, because I wanted to play bingo tonight. Let me figure that out real quick, because... Like, why isn't it visible? There it is. Jeez. Anyway, okay. Gosh, that was stupid. Anyway, let's go see who is in the chat today. We have Carrot Gaming. Hello. Spencer Silveda. Hey, girl. Mandy S. Hello. Hello. Raider of the Lost Cod. Welcome. Tracy Hamill. Heather Feather. Buenas tardes. We are having a strawberry daiquiri tonight. Well, I already had my margarita before I started. I pre-gamed a little bit so I could be a little dizzy before I started this bullshit. But here we are. I think we should just get started, shall we? If you hear some slurping in the background, it's me. This thing is one of those daily slushes. You know what I'm talking about? These are delicious. I live by them. But let's start. This is the Greenville, Ohio sting. Let's hope I don't get taken down.
Computer predators?
Yeah.
This is one.
Oh no. Why did you come here in the first place? To see a 13-year-old girl.
I turn on the webcam, and his reaction is, "You are so hot."
What grade do you teach?
6th grade.
So you teach kids about the same age as the girl you were coming to see.
No, Grandpa ain't over at my house today. No, Grandpa isn't over at my house today, unfortunately.
I'm ashamed. It's really ashamed.
So am I gonna be on TV or what?
They're still out there, and we're still exposing them. A new Dateline investigation to catch a predator 4. Predators scouring the internet, targeting children for sex. It's a national problem that Dateline has helped uncover. Good evening and welcome to Dateline. I'm Stone Phillips.
I'm Ann Curry. We received such an overwhelming response from our last investigation, some 15,000 emails from parents, grandparents, teachers, and law enforcement. And here's what they had to say, quote, "Keep up the good work. Keep the issue alive. You're impacting lives."
So tonight we're back with our 4th undercover investigation. This time we travel to small-town America.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't get taken down, but whatever. Cahootin with April from the Circle K. Hello, welcome.
Been far from big cities and suburbs.
Flip the screen in OBS.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Vulnerable young teens are not far from danger. A warning, some of what you're about to see is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
Do you watch Dateline NBC?
When I can.
Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
No, I haven't seen it, but I've heard about them.
We've set up a new computer sex predator operation in a new location, but this man's excuse sounds pretty old.
And what have you heard about those stories?
That people, or there's pedophilers out there, but that's...
Pedophiles. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of brought booze or drugs, and I already have my middle one set out because that one's obvious.
Okay.
It's not my intention tonight. I just wanted to have a party and have a good time.
Hello?
Hold on a second, I gotta change my shirt.
Okay.
2 years ago, Dateline launched an undercover investigation into online sexual predators.
Okay.
Could you explain yourself?
And we had no idea we were about to expose a national epidemic. Adults trolling the internet looking to meet young teens for
Hello, Charlie Parker. Welcome.
sex.
What are you doing
I am
as
muted.
a man of God, as a rabbi?
Our
Oh,
investigation
I forgot Rabbi David K. was in this one.
revealed the enormity of the problem. Over the course of 3 undercover stings, we exposed
Hello, Mutang.
almost 90 men.
Possibly you would have had sex with a 13-year-old boy.
Our past investigations have been in major
Chuck isn't in this one, I don't think.
metropolitan areas. The
Or is he? I think he is. I can't remember.
first near New York City, the second in a suburb of Washington, D.C., and the third close to Los Angeles.
Okay. Get up, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Could it be that this is a crime that only happens in and around big cities? Or does it happen everywhere? Even in rural America.
Especially
Tonight,
in rural America.
our fourth
The
investigation into internet predators. Only this time, we're going
Hello, Anthony R. Welcome. I love your profile picture.
straight to the heartland. Greenville, Ohio. Population 13,000.
We're in the middle of nowhere. We're 45 minutes outside of Dayton, and we're 5-6 hours from Chicago.
Nestled among the cornfields and cow pastures, we found this large house, just the right size for our crew and specialty cameras.
All right, Dell's doing a great job. She's got the guy.
Frag and Dell, their screen names, are from pervertedjustice.com, an online watchdog group that for the last 4 years has been catching internet sex predators and exposing them.
4:00 p.m. is Gear Jammer.
We hired the organization as consultants so we could watch them do what they normally do. Go into chat rooms and pose as 12 to 15-year-olds home alone, interested in having sex.
I'm pretty much the only one here.
So while the perverted justice decoys troll chat rooms, our crews set up 11 hidden cameras, 7 outside covering all angles of the driveway, side, and back of the house, and 4 cameras on the inside.
Hello, Rachel D. Welcome. Also, Hard Chuck is not in this one.
What you're about to see happen to this man emerging from the shadows is going to repeat itself over and over again at our undercover house. He's 40-year-old Alonzo Wade. He's been chatting online about sex with a girl who said she was 15. When she says she's worried she'll get pregnant, he says, I am fixed.
Oh, geez.
He drives 104 miles, more than 2 hours, to meet the young teen home alone. And look, he's loaded down with alcohol.
Bro, homie's got so much booze. So much booze. Hello, Rachel D. I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello. Oh.
Should've said Hard Chuck wasn't in this one.
Come on!
Dell, pretending to be the young girl, waves him in.
Where are you?
I'm just going upstairs to get a Band-Aid. I'll be right back down, okay?
All right.
Then he appears to pull down the zipper on the front of his pants. What he's planning to do next, we'll never know.
How are you tonight?
My man drove 104 miles just to party. Dead ass, though. Like, homie is here. Dell's pretending to be a girl. Yeah, for real. That's fucking weird. Normally she's whacking her toe on the banister as a guy.
Fine.
He stops as soon as he sees
You're stupid.
me.
Now, what were you doing with your pants there when you were heading towards the door?
My zipper came down. Excuse me. I was just going to go outside and make sure everything's okay.
Well, you brought quite the selection.
What am I drinking, Mutang? I am drinking a strawberry daiquiri. I don't know what is in a strawberry daiquiri. I just know that they taste delicious.
Tonight.
Yes, sir.
What do we have here?
Well, that's mine.
Alonzo claims the 12-pack of beer and 2 6-packs.
Mike's Hard Crisp Apple. Now that sounds good. That sounds delicious. That sounds like a good follow-up to this. I just whacked the crap out of my toe. Just hang out in the kitchen for... I just whacked the crap out of my toe. Just hang out in the kitchen for a second, Kay? Like, she sounds like a fucking anime character.
Of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Friendship.
The power of friendship.
I'm your real opponent, the banister.
Are all just...
He brought a cranberry lemonade. That sounds delicious.
Was it Mike's Hard Cranberry with cucumber lime Gatorade? Did he bring the components to make Flavor 404?
No. But that sounds delicious.
Yeah, Mike's Hard Cranberry Lemonade.
Now I'm mad that I don't have that.
Just for him.
Were you going to give any to the 15-year-old?
Oh, no. I don't do that.
Possible somehow.
Blame this on... Is this going to be a drunk stream or a drunk stream? It's going to be a drunk stream only if I only have the strawberry daiquiri. It's going to be a drunk stream if I whip out the half a bottle of wine that's been sitting in my fridge for a week.
And
I got a 15-year-old daughter myself.
Well, come
I
on,
asked her
Alonzo.
what-
You brought the 12-pack and 2 6-packs
I
here to
said,
this house.
what does she like to drink? That I say I was never what I was going to bring it. You got it in black and white that I said I'd bring it. But
And you brought it.
yes, I did.
You say that...
But she also asked for it.
Alonzo says he didn't want to drink in front of his daughter, so he came here to drink, not
front of
to have
somebody else's
sex.
daughter.
But he seems to leave the door open.
It appears to be clear from this transcript that you are open to the idea of having sex with this girl.
No. Well, it appeared yes. Would I? No. Or maybe. All right. Maybe.
Well,
What is it, Alonzo? Yes, no, maybe so.
Maybe.
Maybe. So maybe you would have had sex with this girl.
Maybe.
Dang.
What should happen to you, Alonzo?
I should go to jail.
Dang.
And that's exactly what's about to happen.
Sheriff's office. Put the beer down right now. Put it down. Put your hands in the air.
Like our most recent investigation, Perverted Justice is cooperating with local law enforcement, providing the Darke County, Ohio Sheriff's men with the evidence needed to make an arrest.
How many beers does it usually take y'all to cut yourself off? You know what I mean? Like when you can tell you're about to get drunk, like when it starts tasting like water. You know what I mean? Like how many does it take y'all? Because for me, depending on what I'm drinking, if it's like bitch beer, it's about a 6-pack for me. A 6-pack will get me drunk. Not drunk, but drunk. So.
Here in Ohio, showing up for sex.
Oh, congratulations, Foxed Up. Hell yeah. That's something that I don't think I'll ever be able to do. No clue. Never been drunk. You've never been drunk? Wow. We got a lot of virgins in this chat. I'm kidding.
For the minor after soliciting them online.
I'm kidding. I admire y'all's willpower because I obviously have none.
Is a felony. After deputies read Alonzo his rights,
Sir, listen to me right now. Yes, you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
he's taken in for questioning,
Spread your feet apart for me.
photographed, fingerprinted, and put behind.
It's partially the reason why I get these the Adderall, coffee, and Parliament cigarette nicotine flowing in me. If I drank, I'd probably fall over dead. I've been buzzed before, never been drunk. I don't drink, I get a massive migraine from any sip of alcohol. Really? That's crazy. I get headaches with certain kinds, like if whiskey makes my head hurt really bad. It definitely depends if it's an IPA or something higher with a higher alcohol content, it'll be less. Bitch beer about a 6-pack. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bitch beer, like if you were over at a friend's house and like all they had was Mike's Hard, but they had like a couple of 24 packs, like how many of those could you take? How many 4th graders could you fight?
And bars. Detective Mike Burns of the Darke County Sheriff's Department says he contacted Perverted Justice about doing a sting operation because he was looking for a way to combat internet predators in his area.
It was just a miracle from heaven as far as meeting our needs because we're struggling.
Mobile home behind our house. Just as they did with Alonzo, once a suspected predator goes in the house, Detective Burns will have his men move into place, ready.
How many 4th graders you fighting? I'm not fighting any right now, but if it ever came to it, I could probably take down 2 or 3. Like, I guess it all depended on like time, of month.
How much training they've been putting in.
How much training, if they've been studying the blade. If they've been studying the blade, they may have the upper hand, but if it's just regular 4th graders, I could probably take down 2 or 3. If they provoked me. Never mix my combo with downers. That concoction only becomes dangerous if a downer comes into the mix, like alcohol or benzos. I don't know a lot about drugs. I smoke a little weed and I drink some alcohol, but that's about it. And the only reason why I smoke weed is because it's legal here. In my area, the thunder feels like a mild earthquake. I hope I don't lose power. Oh no, Carrot Gaming. Sorry about that. Bare hands, or can I use my sword? You can use your sword. You can use weapons.
Honestly,
okay, hold on.
I feel like with just a good Black & Decker lawnmower, I could at least take on 7 4-year-olds.
No, 4th graders. 4-year-olds is a different story.
4-year-olds I can take about 30, but no. I can probably take about 15 4th graders if you give me a good weed eater or lawnmower
or a bat.
Because the bat's gonna break eventually.
I can take 100. Okay, cool, with your sword. Because, I'm going to assume that these 4th graders are not trained in any kind of hand-to-hand combat and or, weapon combat. but like let's say that they have been, you know, studying the blade. If they studied the blade, it would be 1. It would be 1. I'm not in the best shape. But if they have no prior knowledge of any kind of fighting styles, I could definitely confidently take down 2. Definitely 2. But yeah, maybe 3. Get into a bathroom stall and force them to come at you single file.
Indefinite survivability.
No, not 4-year-olds, 4th graders. Yeah. 4th graders are pretty intimidating these days. Yeah, no, kids are getting tough as shit. That's why I'm saying I can only handle about 2 or 3, because these are 4th graders. These are like 7, 8-year-olds, you know.
If I have my sight, intimidation alone, I beat 4.
While you were drinking, they were studying the blade.
Without any effort, I beat 4 just with intimidation.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, intimidation would be a really big factor. I'm not a very intimidating person. So, but yeah, how many 4th graders do you think you could take in a battle?
To make the arrest.
Where are you at?
Battle, like, to the forfeit or to the death? Required to kill these children.
You're not required to kill them. If these kids are from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, then like what?
Because like
no,
if it all that's required is I maim them so bad they give up, then it gets a lot easier.
Yeah, you're not required to kill them, so it's not like to the death or whatever. You're not gonna kill the 4th graders, but you're definitely gonna beat their ass.
I would kill like 1 just to prove a point.
Just to send a warning as a warning.
Yeah, like the warning shot. Just kill 1 motherfucker.
A 7-foot tall 4th grader. Drake Bell, is that you?
Yes.
Get ready for the parade.
And now you have a weapon.
You're stupid.
Parade of potential predators, this time here in the heartland of America.
Up next, you may be surprised who exactly does come calling. A fire.
What the hell, you beating up 4th graders? Hey, Sloth Cat, you came just in time. Yeah, we are beating up 4th graders. How many 4th graders do you think you could take in a fight? That's the question. Waste 1, the others will get the word out.
Exactly, yeah. Like, until that first one, the rest will go, hold on. This ain't just a boxing match anymore. There's blood involved. We ain't here for the blood sports.
I'm not intimidating either. I still get asked if my mom or dad are at home when I answer the phone. Me, my mommy, and my daddy whooping they ass. Would you rather face an 8-foot tall toddler or 8 1-foot tall toddlers? I think I'd be able to handle the 8 toddlers, actually. Like, I know that it would seem a little bit like overbearing at first, but like all you gotta do is punt the little fuckers. So yeah, if it's a 4th grader who's a Saiyan, then we can't win. Well, yeah, but they're not a Saiyan. They're just a 4th grader. Like, again, if they study the blade, you know, but like, I don't think 4th graders study the blade.
I feel like I could like genetically engineer a 4th grader that could kick our asses, like collectively.
He's going for the field goals.
Yeah, like again, like you just like someone was saying, you go in the bathroom stalls, they have to come at you 1 by 1. You kill the first one and you hang him on the door as a warning to the others, like you do with a coyote pelt.
Like a coyote pelt. You're stupid. Anyway, let's get back to the thing.
Fireman and a student at an evangelical Christian college.
I don't know if I'd really be able to go through with it.
But you walked in the door.
To Catch a Predator 4 returns in a moment.
What about a child soldier that's seen some stuff? Now, again, like I said, if they studied the blade, I might...
Oh, if it's a Coney kid, we're fucked. Straight up.
Like...
Coney don't raise pussies.
Wow! If you gotta kill the first one as a warning, then it needs to be disturbingly brutal. Just send a serious warning. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, like...
Latest computer...
Wear him as a mask.
You gotta make the rest of them pause and reflect. I'll tell the 4th graders to fight, and the last one gets gets V-Bucks.
Predator investigation is in full swing. All 11 of our hidden cameras are in place. And a suspected sex predator who approaches the house will be videotaped from the minute he pulls into the driveway
Run into his car.
until the sheriff's men spring into action.
Sheriff's office, let me see your hands. Get on the ground! Get down!
Arrest him.
You have the right to remain silent. You understand that right?
Yes.
And take him away in handcuffs.
If you can't bring a gun to a knife fight. They wouldn't do that, or else it would ruin their street cred. Do they have protective gear on? No, they don't. They're just regular 4th graders.
A bully with an athletic cup.
Yeah, a bully with an athletic cup. That's what you get. You get that. But no, they're just regular 4th graders. Like, you can add different variables if you'd like, but like they don't have any weapons. You know, they don't have any like special talents or whatever. They're not like war children. They're just regular American 4th graders.
More than 20 Perverted Justice members are in Ohio and surrounding area chat rooms.
I swear that sounds like an actual anime vest. How many Lorns could you fight? All of them. Every single one. All of them. Every Lorn, give them to me. These are some badass 4th graders. Every single fucking Lorn. If you have a Lorn, send him my way. I will kick his ass for free. Fantasies made up online are in your mind. Bring out the Lorns! Super kick all the 4th graders. I've done it a couple times. Damn it, Slothcat! Stop admitting to crimes on my stream. Take a video game and throw it in a ball pit. That's how you get me kidnapped, the fuck?
Posing as 12 to 15-year-olds. They've set up...
I was reading about in the news. Take your little shitty minivan, put a couple of dogs, a cat, a chicken, and a snake in the back. Paint fucking petting zoo on the side, then drive around a rodeo trying to abduct children.
Duchess of Cornville is I'm not hammered yet. Also, Duchess, I'm almost done with your character. I just need to do some shading, and I will be absolutely complete with it. I'll send it your way, and then you can tell me if you like it or not.
Up profiles using pictures of young teens and posted personal information like age, sex, and location.
ASL.
Some of the profiles are on social networking websites like MySpace and TeenSpot.
He's in Cincinnati.
The decoys from Perverted Justice are waiting to be instant messaged by a potential predator. In a matter of seconds, men start hitting on the decoys. This man screams.
4th graders go in the wood chipper.
You turn one into chipped beef, and then the rest will learn.
You draw cool. I haven't drawn in years. To do a comic book. Ooh, that's nice. I don't necessarily draw. I can draw. I'm making a Lorn-based dating simulator game with my husband, and I'm doing the art for it. When I was younger, I used to go on Omegle. It was a fucked up place. I know, dude. I used to like groom old men on there to like. I'm giving away too much about my past.
Screen name Green-Eyed121 even goes so far as to suggest phone sex. He found our 13-year-old decoy, Katie Did Sings, on MySpace.com. He types,
I have an idea, but it's a little weird.
What?
I did it with another girl, but I don't know if you want to. Call me up and let me listen to you as you yourself to orgasm.
The decoy quickly declines the offer, saying her dad wants her to get off the computer and come downstairs. Green-Eyed121 doesn't seem to mind. After all, he's already made a date for sex with her in person. Katie Did Sings told him she would be home alone for the weekend.
I have good news.
In Soviet Russia, minor groom you. Oh my god, I haven't heard an in Soviet Russia joke in so long. I think it's been since like Eagles 3. It's been a minute.
I can come over Friday and stay the night, too.
He's covered all the way back, Going towards the front.
Green-Eyed121 is scheduled to arrive at our undercover house around noon. Sure enough, here he is, right on time. Our hidden cameras are rolling.
Quiet.
He's 23-year-old Nathan Downhauer. He says he's a student at an evangelical university. And what does he plan to do with Katie Did Sings? His chat log is quite explicit.
My hands will travel down your smooth body till we reach your pants. Here we will remove your pants.
Those old men were aware of the grooming and they were down with it. Yeah, they were. They were fucking they love my bitch ass.
And underwear revealing your beautiful.
I thought I was such a bad bitch when I was a kid, dude. It's not even funny. What all did Rick say?
Nude body.
Nothing.
Wow. And like so
Rick is
many
silent.
of the other potential predators, his chat turns too X-rated for network television. And now he's in our living room.
Hey, Nathan?
Yeah?
I just cut the crap out of my toe. I'm getting
I
a
just cut
Band-Aid.
the crap out of my toe.
On the banister.
Okay, what are you saying?
So, talking about silent, I want to get everybody's opinion on the Django rule of porn.
Is it the D is silent?
Yeah, the Django rule of porn is the D is silent, hillbilly.
What do y'all think of that? I enjoy a nice fuck here and there. I like it. Please, Mr. Gary. I'm gonna lose everything I have, Mr. Gary. I love that one.
Hey, hold up the kitchen counter for a second, okay?
That was the Django rule.
Can you do me a favor and just go have a seat right everything else in the bar, please?
He drove more than an hour to keep his date for sex with a girl he thought was 13 and home alone. But he says by the time he got to the door, he changed his mind.
I don't know if I'd really be able to go through with it.
But you walked in the door. And as I read some of what he said online, he doesn't sound like a man who plans to back out.
You get into very graphic detail about what you want to do to her.
Fantasies dreamed up online or in your mind. Things you might not be able to willingly do when it comes down to it.
I will gently cup and massage your soft breasts, kiss them, and run my tongue along.
So my husband was saying that there's a rule for porn called the Django rule. The D is silent, hillbilly. So my question is, do you enjoy hearing dudes in porn? Because I kind of do, depending. I do. It depends on the dude. It depends on the situation. Because, like, I don't watch, like, 3D porn. I watch mostly hentai. So, like, I'm not really big on, like, that. But, like, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad.
Dang. And it goes on from there in graphic detail. What are we to make of this?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the law says about this.
Well, it's illegal.
But nothing has happened yet.
Well, I know. But it's illegal for someone to use the internet to solicit somebody who's 13 for sex.
That I was unaware of.
Sheriff's office, get on the ground.
He is. That's all he does. He just sits behind me, ominously, wearing a full bear costume. And, like, does literally nothing else. That's just all he does. Hello, Evil Little McNuggets. Welcome.
On the ground right now.
I think the guy should be seen, not heard.
Exactly. The D is silent.
I told you I was drunk, and you told me to go away. Oh my gosh. I watch mime porn where everyone is quiet. I just woke up from a nap. I hope you enjoyed your nap, Evil Little
I
McNuggets.
feel like mime porn would just sound like someone stirring macaroni.
On the ground.
Later, you'll see Green-Eyed 121 get a quick lesson on the law from
Smokey the Cat, hello! Hi! I'm sorry I missed you. I'm drunk. Well, I'm kind of drunk.
detectives waiting outside. But now, another stranger has just pulled in the driveway.
In the driveway, in our driveway, back.
Online, he calls himself J10O72960. He's also been chatting with the decoy, Katie Did Sings. Remember, her profile says she's only 13. He tells her he's a fireman. Then he gets worried she's a cop.
How do I know you're not a cop? Laugh out loud.
I'm not a cop. How do I prove it?
Call my cell and leave a sexy message.
She does. And then he wants to take it even further and moves on to the subject of phone sex. He asks, "You like hearing guys moan? I want you to call."
Yeah, sometimes. Not always, but yeah. Depends on, again, it all depends on the dude.
Now and make me moan. Katie Did Sing says, "I will hear you when you get here." And there's something else. He seems to have a thing for feet.
Want me to rub your feet?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting turned on.
Wow.
The
He has a foot fetish. Everybody shame him.
The man with the apparent foot fetish is really 21-year-old Jason Shopner.
Where are you at?
I gotta go get a Band-Aid before I bleed all over the rug.
Oh, okay.
Just
Hey,
hang out
why
the
don't you
bar.
hang out, have a seat right on the other side of the bar for me, will you? Keep your hands out of your pockets for me. Come on, just go over and have a seat, please. No, sir. Right here, please.
Novel porn or GTFO. Oh my god.
What's going on?
Also, hello, Tickle P Shivers.
Why don't you tell me to get things started? Tell me what was happening.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I do. I'm sorry.
I remember that episode. I was binging King of the Hill, and then I stopped because I didn't want it to be over, and I haven't looked at it since.
You're sorry for what?
And it turns out Jason really does work at a
Jason
firehouse
Derulo.
as a paramedic.
Now, in your chat here, you essentially say you're a firefighter.
Yeah.
Don't you think that might impress a 13-year-old girl?
Well, look, I'm sorry.
What was your plan here today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Okay, so I'm gonna go through the ones that we have. So we have I wasn't gonna do it. We have Predator, and we have brought booze or drugs. Okay, so we need the decoy to be under 13, and we need them to be married to get a diagonal bingo.
Seriously, don't.
Jeez, play, dang it.
Well, it looks like you knew based upon this chat. Want me to rub your feet?
No,
Yeah.
no. Okay, all right.
What would have happened if I had not been here
I would have done something stupid.
with a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know, probably.
If a 13-year-old girl had been here.
Yeah.
And you won't believe what else he admits.
Do you ever watch television?
Yeah.
You ever watch Dateline?
Dateline?
Dateline NBC? You ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yeah, I've seen it.
This is one of them.
Oh, no.
So even after seeing our previous investigations, watching men being confronted and arrested, he wasn't discouraged from doing the very same thing. And as you'll see later, he's not the only one.
Yeah, and I've seen this on TV. You've seen this on TV before.
As this investigation continues, we hear something we've never heard before.
My religion.
Men talking about religion.
Bible. I have no one else
Molest
to turn
her
to
back.
but God.
I go to church every Sunday.
When
I
we
go
come
to
back,
church
how
every
far will
Sunday.
these
They
guys
love me. The kids love me there.
go? A 2-hour trip to meet an underage teen.
What makes a man get in a car and drive 2 hours at 2 o'clock in the morning?
To Catch a Predator 4 continues in a moment.
Chris, oh, go ahead.
He's got the same warnings as a McDonald's toy, choking hazard for children under 4.
Oh my god. Chris gets the biggest boner when one of the predators admits to knowing about the show. Yeah, he does. He gets so excited.
We're a small community. For the most part, everybody knows everybody.
Because we're in such a remote location, most of the men coming to our undercover house have to drive miles and miles over country roads. Some even cross state lines.
He's coming over here.
This 23-year-old drove from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I don't know. What do I love the most?
About 103 miles, more than 2 hours away. He brought alcohol for someone he thinks is 13.
Did you bring the mics?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll be right back.
And this man pulling up to our house is from Reynoldsburg, Ohio, 112 miles away. He drove more than 2 hours to meet with someone who said she was an underage teen home alone. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Like all the other men who visit, he has no idea our hidden cameras are rolling.
Where are you at?
I have to go change out of my clothes, okay?
Okay.
Just sit at the bar for a second, okay? I'll be right back down.
It's a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Why don't you have a seat right over here for me?
His name is Tim Isaac, screen name Park and Ride 469, a 42-year-old training manager for a global transportation company. He's been chatting online this evening about having oral sex with a girl who said she was 15, Sadie the Smarty. He wants to know if the sex talk has made her aroused. Sadie the Smarty types, well, not yet. Talk doesn't do anything for me. Park and Ride types back, well, my tongue will.
Dang.
What makes a man
Gross.
get in a car and drive 2 hours?
I don't know, just
Pussy.
somebody.
It's pussy. Pussy makes a man drive multiple hours to go fuck a 13-year-old. Pussy. It's not that good, but y'all make it seem like it is.
I want to meet me, and I want to meet them, I guess.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I didn't really want to, I mean, I wasn't looking for nothing.
You walk into a house.
Well, I wouldn't, I mean, I was kind of scared about it, to be honest with you. I mean...
Well, you walked in.
I mean, I'm not looking for, to, like, do anything or anything. I got boys
I'm gonna go grab another drink. I'll be right back.
that are 20 and 21, sir.
Sons.
Yes, sir.
What if one of your...
Hold on, before I go get that drink. I have boys that are 20 and 21. Those are adult men. Those are taxpayers. All right? Those are men.
Kids was home alone, and some guy walked in the back door just all happy as heck to be here.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't like it. Sorry. I'm just nervous.
What made you think it was okay at 42 years old to walk into a home at roughly 2:30 in the morning where a 15-year-old girl was apparently home alone?
Well, I wasn't for sure she was 15 or not, to be honest.
Well, that's what she said on the internet.
Perhaps I can refresh his memory by reading some of his chat log.
You're only 15, a little young for this, aren't you? Yep, I'm 15, and no, I'm not. Okay. Are you still a virgin?
Stupid question for an older man to ask a girl like that.
But baby, 15 can get me 20.
Yeah, it probably can. It probably will.
You ever do any time before?
Very little time for some DUI.
DUI?
Yeah. Nothing like this, sir. God, man.
You ever do this sort of thing before?
No. This is the first time I ever done something like this.
First time.
That's the same claim we've heard from almost every man we've ever confronted. And most say they really weren't going to do anything sexual. Our sting in Ohio is no different. But one subject does come up for the first time. Religion.
This is first.
This is your first time?
Yeah, and I told... I'm like, I shouldn't do that. It is also against my religion.
It's against your religion.
Mm-hmm.
He's 27-year-old Davut Azkan, screen name Nakzox, a graduate student from Turkey. He had a sexually charged online chat with a decoy posing as a 15-year-old.
You say at one point, I don't want to have any problem, you know. Kissing is okay.
Yeah.
But you also say, in the next breath, have you ever seen a blank, meaning penis?
Mm-hmm.
I have on the internet, she says. Then you say, so do you want to see mine?
It is not good. I shouldn't do that.
You can play with my blank.
Yes. Please don't read. You can read yourself.
I mean, it sure seems like you knew what you were talking about here, and you knew what you wanted from this 15-year-old girl.
I don't want to have sex, but...
The 27-year-old admits he knew what he was doing was against the law.
If you're so religious, if you knew it was so wrong, why did you walk into this house?
I don't know.
And he wasn't the only one claiming to be religious. Here comes 20-year-old Josh Tuttle, screen name Goodbody1330. He's been chatting online with someone who says she's 13 and a virgin, Jesse's Messy 13. After she tells him she has a big screen TV, he says, hee, that's great. So we can watch movies and cuddle, kiss and make out. Then head up to your bedroom and touch each other and have sex. Then he adds, we can get drunk if you want to, if it will make it feel that much better.
Wow.
And now here he is, walking in the door.
Just sit at the bar for a second, okay? I'll be right back down. Did you bring the...
Sorry, I was on mute, guys. He said something about getting drunk, and I said I'm already halfway there, like SpongeBob.
No, I'll explain when you get down.
Okay.
Well, why don't you explain it to me instead?
He says he didn't bring the rum because his brother drank it. Goodbody1330 goes on to explain.
Damn, Goodbody, you got a fat ass.
Didn't bring the rum because his brother drank.
Look at that fatty. He got a fatty. Look at that. Goddamn. How'd you fit all that in them jeans, son?
Goodbody
An ass like that and you're trying to hit on children? Come on, dude.
1330 goes on to explain that making the decision to come here was a tough one. He says he went to his best friend. Believe it or not, says he also turned to the church for...
He put the what and what?
He put the ass in masculinity.
Oh, absolutely. Ain't nothing wrong with a fat ass. Hell no, I'm drunk too. I'd still be uninterested in this guy, big booty or no. Dump truck. Oh, he can't go to prison. They're gonna tear that up. Oh, yeah.
Guidance.
I have low self-esteem.
I have low
have
self-esteem.
no one else to turn to but God. So I went and I talked to my pastor.
And what did this pastor tell you?
It's wrong to do, and that you should have more faith in yourself.
But you're here, Josh.
To make new friends.
To make new friends.
Yes,
with
sir.
a 13-year-old girl home alone.
He says he only came here to watch movies and hang out, but his chat and something else...
In prison, they'll be having cake for dinner. At least he can make videos twerking like Austin Jones. He talked to his pastor.
else tell a different story.
Did you bring condoms with you?
No, sir.
There's no condoms in your pocket.
Not even God could
I have
stop this
one, but
guy.
that's just...
Okay, so that's one lot.
I carry that with me all the time.
But you said you didn't bring any, and you did. So that's a lie.
Yes, sir. But I corrected myself. I'm sorry.
We'll
Pastor probably want to hit that too.
hear more from Goodbody later. Now let's look at a truly unusual case. Here's a man who seems to be casing the house, afraid to pull in. After driving by several times, he finally makes his move and walks in the back door.
Hello? Oh, I want to take my coat off. I'm sweating to death after I was freezing.
Why don't you come on in and have a seat real quick?
Okay.
He's 33-year-old
Okay.
John France, a mechanical engineer. He's been chatting online with a decoy who says she's 14. Unlike all the men you've met so far, France, whose screen name is Net Buckeye, is very careful when it comes to talking about sex. When the decoy, Chicky Girl, asks, "Got any condoms?" he says, "What are those?" Just kidding. Then he says, "No worries." She says, "Is that a yes?" And he replies, "Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything without a condom." But when I confront him, he says he has no interest in sex.
I'm confused, though. So if you don't have any interest in that sort of activity, why then chat up a 14-year-old girl and come to visit her?
I'm lonely. That is the bottom line.
Really?
Yes. Very lonely.
And once
Get a fucking puppy, dog. If you're lonely, get a fucking pet. You can get a pet.
again, this man also says he's religious.
Isn't there a church group or a saloon or?
There is. I go to
there'd be-
church every Sunday, and it's like, and in fact, I'm going to a new church now because I'm not happy with my old one. But
So does this new church teach that it's okay to come over and visit 14-year-old girls who
I
are
would
home
say
alone
they
with
would
no
not.
parents?
They would not recommend that. No.
Then, France says something we've never heard before.
Can I have you read something?
Sure.
He tells us that out in his car, there's an envelope on the passenger seat. So Dell goes out to
Wait, what doesn't do shit for most guys? I want to know. I want to know what it is. What is it? I forgot what I said.
get it.
I was concerned for my safety. You have to understand. I mean, things like that happen.
You show up and somebody beats you up or something like that?
Well, yeah, stuff like that. I mean, or worse. I mean, they could have taken my life for all I know.
He opens the note
Yeah, you could have ruined that little girl's life, you fucking pedo.
and starts to read.
At 8
Inside of the envelope is a drawing of Sonic and Mario kissing.
p.m. tonight, I'm meeting a person whom I met online.
He goes on to say that the girl tried to lure him into talking about sex, which he politely declined, and that he's suspicious about her identity.
If she really is who she says she is, my intention is to befriend her and try to mentor her.
So could this man really be here just to mentor a troubled teen?
You know we're safe? You're home. Exactly. You should have just stayed home. When you are a guy on a quest for pussy and feeling... Okay. All right. Listen, I'm gonna say something right here, right now. And I hope that this doesn't make anybody feel bad. I hope y'all don't think that, like, if the shoe fits, I hope you don't think I'm dissing on you as a person. But that's bullshit. That's bullshit, okay? If you're lonely, get a puppy. If you're horny, get a fleshlight, okay? Going out and looking for pussy and being lonely is not a fucking reason to ruin somebody else's life. And a lot of guys seem to think that that's oh, I'm so lonely. Oh, I haven't had pussy. Oh, I'm a virgin. Oh, like that's not a traumatic experience. That's not something that hinders you from doing things. You know what I mean? Like, being lonely can be crippling. Like, yeah, like, horny is a part of being lonely. You shouldn't just go fuck dogs either. Yeah, I'm not saying that if you're horny, get a puppy. I'm saying that if you're lonely, get a puppy. This guy was saying that he was lonely. You know? Like get a pet. Get a pet. Like, if you're lonely, get a fucking pet. Don't go out and try to ruin little girls' lives just because you're horny. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm horny, I go into the other room and jerk off. Like, what if you never meant to do it? I've been only for 2 years, and I'm not looking for prospects at the school 3 blocks away from me. Exactly, Tickle Pete Shivers. Exactly. Just because you're bored, just because you're lonely, yes, but you can just jerk off and get over it. Jerking off helps that a lot. Yeah, like, seriously, just jerk off. Like, it's healthy, it's good for you. Like, do it, please. Jerk off more and the world would be so much happier.
Detective Burns says he's not buying
Hello, la señorita, welcome.
the story.
Well, we refer to it at the office as an alibi letter.
Alibi letter.
Yeah.
I'm also a veteran. PTSD isn't an excuse either. Exactly. Porn is free now. Thank you. Porn is free now. There's like that's something that I've never understood, especially coming from like dudes who are like incels or whatever. And it's like, oh, I'm so horny, I'm so lonely, blah blah blah. Jerk off. You can do it more than once. You're allowed to do it more than once. Like, what?
Yeah. It was composed in such a way that it's our belief that he put it there, that if he should get caught, made it appear that
Most porn isn't ethically consumable. Yes. But I'm gonna give the same thing that I give for like fast fashion. You can't ethically consume anything under capitalism. And that includes porn. You can try to source your porn as ethically as possible. Like Pornhub is taking some big steps to making porn a little less unethical. They're not doing the best job, but something is being done, you know, like all of their shit is verified only and stuff like that. So like the porn industry in and of itself needs to be fixed because it's run by a bunch of men who don't know what sex is. But like if it's either watch some questionable porn or go fuck a minor, you know, if you might make bad decisions because you didn't jerk off, and that's a problem in and of itself. Who's making bad decisions because they didn't jerk off? What happened?
Saying this guy's saying, "Oh, I'm lonely, so I'm gonna go fuck a kid." If your excuse for making a bad decision is you didn't jerk off, then you have a deep underlying.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck? I don't care if it gets fisted or not. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, I mean, I consume porn as ethically as possible. But you know, it's to do it 100% ethically is extremely difficult, which is why you should support sex workers,
that he was completely innocent.
especially online.
And the detective says the way France cased our house does not make him look like a man on a rescue mission.
When you look at a vehicle that pulls up,
Whoa. I really hope that was a joke, Fox stuff. I hope that's a joke. Wow.
in front and stops, drives by, comes back, does the same thing again.
Yeah, Fox stuff. I really hope that's a joke. Then you're getting the fuck out of here. Where the fuck is the ban button? I don't need that shit in my fucking chat. That's disgusting. You really need to fucking check yourself, dude. Like... Thank you, Bear. Thank you. You can go fuck yourself, Fox Stuff.
Again, if it is his intent.
He said that he can't control himself when women dress slutty. And that it's women's responsibility for him to watch what the fuck he says. He's sitting here fucking saying that yeah, apparently Fox Stuff is a bad guy like Joran. He was blaming women for dressing slutty. Like, that's... He said that women should stop dressing so slutty. Then he said it wasn't a joke. I don't want that shit repeatedly. Yeah, he said it twice. Yeah, I don't fucking want that shit in my goddamn chat. If you fucking think like that, get the hell out right now. Get the hell out. Show yourself to the fucking door. I don't need that motherfucking shit in my goddamn stream. Get the fuck out right now. Yeah, we do have our next Joran. Fuckhead.
No, it's over. We're moving on.
Everybody shame him.
That he's going to go in there and counsel with this girl. Why would you struggle with that issue? I think we saw the battle from within as to whether or not he was going to get caught.
How you doing? But because his case is so unusual, he doesn't get arrested.
At this time, we just want to talk to you.
Until after his interrogation.
Sheriff's office, get your hands up, get on the ground! Get on the ground!
For all the other men, the detectives don't hesitate to take them into custody.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
What'll they say when we tell them they're about to be exposed on national TV?
I'm ashamed.
And if you put this on the air, I'll sue.
Yes, guys, sorry. I am muted. I am. Yeah, sorry, guys.
Coming up, the suspects walk out, the police move in. We'll take you inside the interrogation room.
The whole plan was to have sex with this 13-year-old when he got here, correct?
That was the original plan.
When To Catch a Predator 4 continues.
They wouldn't care if it was a female relative of theirs. They would probably enjoy it.
Welcome back to Dateline's fourth undercover investigation into online sex predators. The rule so think is they're being.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, I understand.
And we're doing a story on adults going on the internet, trying to hook up with teens.
Right.
Now,
see the cameras coming in and everything.
Remember 40-year-old Alonzo Wade? He brought a case of alcohol to meet
honest, we found a new Joran.
a person he thought was 15.
And all I want to do is party. You're trying to find a
I guess if Fox Stuff is wearing something sexy, he's gonna go get pegged.
pedophile.
Also, welcome, Honest. Thank you for being here. Hello, Anderson Birdbath. Welcome.
Or I'm not.
but you're here.
I'm here to party.
And maybe have sex with a teenager.
Maybe. He decides he's had enough, picks up his alcohol, and starts to leave.
And if you put this on the air, I'll sue.
Dang.
Who are you, sir?
A few other men head for the door as soon as they find out who I am. But even here in Ohio, many of the men keep talking, even after they
I'm always here to party.
find out they're going to be on TV.
It's in the law's hands and God's hands.
You sound like a pretty religious guy.
Yes, sir.
You're free to leave, free to have your condom back.
Thank you.
Don't fucking giggle, you shit. Don't fucking... Let's listen to that giggle again.
You sound like a pretty religious guy.
Yes, sir.
You're free to leave, free to have your condom back.
Thank you.
I'm ashamed.
Okay.
Truly ashamed.
And what about the men who've seen our previous investigations?
Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
Yeah, and I've seen this on TV.
You've seen this on TV before.
Remember this 23-year-old man who drove across state lines and brought alcohol for a 13-year-old?
You've seen this on TV before, so you know what's about to happen then.
No.
This is the part where I say I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and the cameras come out.
Okay, I realize.
You're gonna need that condom in prison. No, he did not leave. Bear went ahead and removed him from the chat because I don't want that. I don't want anybody who doesn't believe that women are their own autonomous beings in my chat.
I mean, coming here was a mistake. Good thing that it didn't progress to nothing further.
It was a good thing that we were here and a 13-year-old girl was not.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes, he did do a heck and protect.
good news tonight.
But I don't know. I just apologize if I offended anybody.
Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators?
Yeah, I've seen it.
This is one of them.
Oh, no.
This is the 21-year-old paramedic with the apparent foot fetish who came to meet a 13-year-old.
So you've seen these stories before.
Yeah.
Didn't you for 1 minute think that this might have been something just like that?
Yeah.
But you came anyway.
It looks as if he doesn't want to leave. Since he's admitted seeing our earlier broadcasts, he probably knows what.
Yeah, I'm trying to move past that whole ordeal. Like, just know that if you don't believe that women are off topic, but I want a corgi. I want a corgi too. They're so cute.
What's going to happen next? Finally, after several requests,
sir, I'm going to have to ask what you're going on.
Jeez. He gets up and walks out the door, right into the arms of the detectives from the Darke County Sheriff.
Oh my gosh. Now I feel gross because I talked to Fox the other day in a stream. I guess he wasn't joking then too. Dude, he said it in another stream? Come on, man.
He was the guy that came on the stream that one time and said he thought that Lauren should be applauded for the progress he's made since he stopped drinking after probation forced him to.
Okay.
That's who Fox is.
Okay. Well.
And I almost banned him then and decided to play nice because he immediately backtracked on it.
Well, he's banned now, and I don't ever have to deal with his stupid bullshit again. Hope I don't see him in a fucking stream.
Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office, let me see your hands. Put your hands up.
All along, Dell from Perverted Justice has been running across the street, giving the detectives chat logs of potential predators before they arrive.
We're able to look down through
Unfortunately, you can't snuff out the Jorans. They just have to do it themselves.
the chat logs and determine whether or not the
Yeah, I've seen Lauren sympathizer comments from him in the past. Fucking ridiculous.
crime had been committed. Once we knew for sure that
Because somebody made a comment that's going to make me do this. Y'all are welcome.
somebody was coming, I was maintaining
Among Us.
contact with Perverted Justice through radio means.
Here he comes.
So as the men leave, the deputies move in and arrest them.
Sheriff's office, get on the ground. On the ground.
Oh my gosh, Cornville! You did miss a lot of fun. You did.
Right now.
And charge them with attempted unlawful sexual conduct.
Cornville on Discord.
Are you trying to ask him something?
I was going to send him screenshots of those messages to let him make his own decision about that endeavor.
Oh, yeah, because he might show up to your stream, too.
With a
He
minor.
definitely does.
Yeah, because he was sitting here, saying that it's women's responsibility to... They were saying that he was saying that women dress too slutty and that he can't help himself, so he has to jerk off before he goes out on any dates because he doesn't...
Before he walks outside on a hot day.
On a hot day?
Yes.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's what happened.
A felony. In Ohio, in order for prosecutors to file the most serious charges, a police officer needs to be involved in the online chat or phone conversation. Since, in this case, Perverted Justice members are the decoys, the Sheriff's Department temporarily deputized the PJ volunteers who were in our house.
I'm going to ban him in TCAP gaming streaming too, thanks, yeah, because that's ridiculous, dude.
You have the right to remain silent, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
After they are read their rights, the men are taken to this auxiliary building for an official interview. Now it's the detective's turn to ask the questions.
Why did you come here in the first place?
To see a 13-year-old girl in that house.
What they've already told Dateline is eye-opening. Now wait until you hear what they revealed to detectives. Remember Green-Eyed 121, the 23-year-old who typed a detailed description about having sex with a 13-year-old? Remember, he's a student at an evangelical Christian college.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. What would happen if I got caught? I was caught.
Sheriff's deputies find a box of condoms in his car, but he tells the detective they just happened to be there.
Have you ever had sex before?
No.
Never. So you have a box of condoms with you. You've never had sex before. The whole plan was to have sex with this 13-year-old when you got here, correct?
That was the original plan.
Okay.
He insists he wasn't going to go through with it. Detectives also question the 42-year-old who showed up at 2 in the morning planning to meet a girl who told him she was 15.
I have to go change out of my clothes, okay?
Okay.
He tries to convince the detective he had no intention of having sex with a 15-year-old.
You would like me to believe that you just traveled 112 miles for a couple of hours.
You know what?
Ride.
I would like you to believe that.
Just to visit a 15-year-old girl?
Yep.
Whose parents aren't home and you want her to keep that a secret?
Yep.
Okay.
Penetrate my clit, daddy.
And you still have me believe that despite the fact I have.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Daddy, you're so big and strong. If you can't find a hole, just make one.
I forgot about that.
Chatting here about you talking about, are you wet yet?
Well, I'd like for you to think the better half of me, but you got what you got there, and doesn't look good on me.
It doesn't look good for this man either, the 21-year-old paramedic who has a thing for feet.
What did you and Kat discuss or plan specifically to do once you met her, knowing she was 13 years old?
Hang out.
Hang out?
Hang out, watch football.
Nothing else?
I don't know. I guess sexual stuff.
Sexual stuff? Like what? You're talking about kissing and
Kiss,
what else?
rubber feet, stuff like that.
Rubber feet?
Yeah.
Once the interrogations are over, the men are taken to the county jail, where they're photographed.
Don't take.
Fingerprinted, strip searched, and put behind bars, awaiting a hearing before a judge. Most
Stop dissing the dude's foot fetish. The pedo shit is plenty.
You know, after Chris Hansen caught him, he's kind of toes.
Stupid.
face up to 18
Ooh, Wu-Tang's getting a motorcycle tomorrow.
months in prison.
Where are you?
But our story doesn't end there. The next man you'll meet has a dark secret, a secret that's about to come out, and it's going to shock an entire community.
Why don't you just tell me what you do for a living?
I'd rather not say.
Coming up, a potential predator asks to see his prey.
Where are you?
And he does, but it's not who he thinks.
I was like, well, are you going to call if you're coming or if you're not coming? He's like, I'll call either way.
When To Catch a Predator 4 continues.
Oh, we're not dissing people with foot fetish. With foot fetishes. We're dissing this guy in particular because he has a foot fetish and because he's a pedophile. Yeah.
Are you going to call if...
It's acceptable as long as it is legal.
Yeah, as long as the fussy is legal, it's okay.
If you're coming or...
The decoy you see chatting is a 19-year-old actress. We've hired her to play the role of a young teen on the phone
But I'd really like to see you.
and on a webcam.
All right, let's pull up my webcam first.
This potential predator thinks he's chatting with our actress,
I'm snitching to Zachary.
who's posing as a 13-year-old virgin. It's actually Dell from Perverted Justice typing on the computer. He's 26-year-old James Rutherford, screen name I.U. Rutherford. He's been chatting online for more than a week with Princess Danica.
And he started out very slowly, trying to convince her that he could be trusted. He was a good guy. He ended up getting on webcam.
Is there any chance your username is a reference to a stand-up comedian who bought a Mustang that the letter fell off, so legally it's a Ford Wu-Tang?
Oh my god.
If it's a James P. Connolly reference, you are a legend.
Ooh, Cornwall Three-Way's still here. Hello.
And what does the 26-year-old do with his webcam? He starts putting on a show. He takes off his shirt, flexes his muscles, and even shows off his pierced tongue. He tries to convince the decoy to do a bit of a show as well. Several times he asks the actress to show him her stomach. She finally agrees, and he says, "Nice tummy, hun. I want to lick that."
Oh,
Then he
geez.
says, "I owe you something now, don't I?"
And then he starts pulling the boxers down a little bit. Doesn't go all the way down.
Remember, he's talking to an actress who he thinks is 13 as he watches her on a webcam. As the chat progresses and plans are made to meet, he types, "I'm so
It's the license plate on my car," he says.
freaking horny. You know, if you had me naked, I'd want more, right?"
Wow.
But just before he gets in his car
Oh, a
to come
Nokia!
over,
A
he calls.
Nokia!
I was really looking forward to it. That's not fair. I'm so bored here.
It appears the man is having second thoughts. Could it be that he's actually having a change of heart and is questioning his own behavior?
I was like, well, are you going to call if you're coming or if you're not coming? He's like, I'll call either way.
A few hours go by and we don't hear anything from Rutherford. We assume he's not coming.
Yeah, sure, head off. Have fun. Cornville Three-Way is starting, you guys, so if y'all want to go ahead and head over, tell him I said hi.
Okay, gotcha. I'm familiar with that approach.
Until suddenly, someone spots him pulling into the driveway. That's his red Corvette driving around to the back of the house. The decoy goes out to wave him in.
Come on in. The door's open!
Where are you?
Oh, I'm just going to go finish getting ready. I'll be right there.
Come here.
No, I promise I'll be right back.
No, come here.
I'll be right there. Just wait. You gotta be a little patient.
Actually, I want you to come here.
Dang.
Rutherford says he had a feeling this was a setup. Still, there was no denying what he'd been up to.
Who did you think you were going to meet here?
Just this kid I've been talking to.
This kid.
I know she's a kid.
How old?
13, 14.
13. And how old are you?
Too old for a 13, 14-year-old.
Too old.
But there's
Yeah, no
one
shit,
thing
asshole.
he doesn't want to tell us.
What do you do for a living, Jim?
I'd rather not say. Who do you work for?
I'll get to that in a minute.
No, I'd really like to know. I'm sure I'm on TV or something right now.
Apparently, the man has seen our investigations before and doesn't want to reveal what he does for a living on national TV. So I ask him again.
Why don't you just...
No, honey, you go ahead and do your stream. I didn't even know you were still here. You go ahead and you do your thing, hon. I'm good here. You have at it. You do your thing and have a lot of fun.
Tell me what you do for a living.
I'm a teacher.
And what grade do you teach?
6th grade.
6th grade. So you teach kids about the same age as the girl...
Exactly. How are you walking into someone else's house and asking questions? That shit is so fucking weird to me. It's so fucking weird how they think that they can just be like, how can I help you? This isn't your house. You don't know what to help with. You don't know how to help. No, you can't help.
Girl you were coming to see.
James Rutherford is a 6th grade
Anyway, Cornville, I'm about to finish up here once this episode ends, so...
teacher at a Catholic school in Cincinnati, where he also coaches track. He drove 2 hours to get here.
I would never do anything. I don't know why I'm here.
You were on your webcam, showing off in front of this 13-year-old girl.
I know.
And the conversation you had with this girl...
It was bad. I know. I don't know why. I need help.
Then the teacher offers this excuse.
I am going through a divorce. My wife Thursday told me she was leaving me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
No
it right
fucking
for
shit.
you
She dodged a
to
goddamn
have this
bullet.
kind of
I know,
discussion.
and I shouldn't have.
The teacher admits he's chatted with underage kids before and was worried that it had become a problem for him, a serious problem that was getting worse.
I've thought about this a lot for years. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should get counseling. Maybe I should get help. And I was like, well, it's not that big a deal. I've never taken it to this step. I don't know if this week has just pushed me
Yeah, it bothers me that they get remarried sometimes. Like, it's gross.
over the edge.
But fortunately, he's fallen over the edge into our undercover investigation instead of an encounter with a real child.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Oh, damn, I've seen one of these.
You've seen one of these.
Yeah. You know, that was one of the reasons I thought, why am I doing this? This could be a setup.
You've actually seen our previous programs on computer predators.
I didn't think I was a predator. I wasn't coming up here for anything physical.
That's a common excuse we've heard again and again, and this man knows it.
I know you've heard this. Hell, I've seen people sit here and say the same stuff.
You were suspicious. You had seen our previous stories, probably got a chuckle out of what happened to some of these guys.
Yeah, and honestly, I sat there and watched and thought, those guys are sick. Why would you do that? And that was what, a month and a half ago? And then here I am.
But what about the young students he comes in contact with every day? Has this teacher ever crossed that line? His online chat comes uncomfortably close.
I could be your teacher. Would you flirt with me? She says wink at you and stuff. Hee hee, okay.
I've never, ever crossed a line like that with a person that I was a student. Ever. Not even thought about it. I guess maybe it was just like online, it was like they weren't
Fuck up. Yes, you have. Yes, you fucking have. Yes, you fucking have. You thought about it. You think about it all the fucking time, and you can't sit here and lie to me. No, you can't. Okay? You think about it all the fucking time. It's why you became a teacher, dude. Shut the fuck up. It's just something an old friend of mine used to say when we would walk around Mustangs. We would call them Moostangs, but that wouldn't fit on my plate, so I shortened it to Moontang. Nice.
real.
But I guess the question that some people might ask is this. If you eventually evolve to the point where you'd come here to meet a 13-year-old girl after this kind of conversation, at what point do you suddenly become interested in kids in the school where you teach? Right? It's a legitimate question.
He talked to us for more than 40 minutes. Several times he asked, are the police outside? Am I going to get arrested? In fact, while he was inside, detectives from the Darke County Sheriff's Office had moved into place and were waiting to arrest him.
Well, Jim, I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. I mean, and tell that kid I'm sorry, too. All right? I will.
That kid doesn't need your fucking sorries, bitch.
In the end, what started as a possible meeting with a child ends in an encounter with police,
Sheriff's Department, stop, put your hands on your head.
in which he confesses even more during interrogation.
I think you do have a problem.
Obviously.
And you've admitted that, okay? That you have talked to minors before, 13 years of age. Do you masturbate while you're doing this?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I have, yeah.
So you're so driven by this, okay?
But, sir, and it's not like
okay,
it's...
just listen to me.
Well, no,
okay.
I think I feel like I should at least tell you, it's not like it's... I go on there specifically looking for little kids.
Tuck your head.
Regardless of his explanation, the teacher is transported, just like all the other men, to the county jail, where he's photographed,
Turn to your right.
fingerprinted, strip-searched, and thrown in jail. From his jail cell, he calls his employer.
He resigned that position yesterday in order to spare his students, and
what happens to him next is in the court's hands.
Bound to surround this case.
Coming up, a reality check for parents. What's your child continues? Are willing, really up to nation say kids online should mean parents on alert.
If you could actually look through cyber glasses and see who's peering in your window, who's reading your daughter's blog, who's cyber stalking your son, it is reality.
Do teens let strangers into their online world? In a survey conducted by the intelligence group, Dateline questioned 500 teenagers across the country, ages 14 to 18, about their computer habits. When asked if they chat online to people they've never met before, an overwhelming majority said yes, whether it's all the time, sometimes, or not very often. When asked if someone they've met online has wanted to meet them in person, 58% said yes, and 29% said they had a scary experience online. What about personal information, tools a predator can use like a name, a picture, an address, a birthday? When asked if they talk about personal information on the internet, about half the teens said yes, they do. We also asked if they did things online they would not want their parents to know about. Again, about half said yes. More than 90% told us that they were responsible when they used the computer. But what about friends, classmates, other teens? The answer, a big no. Most said other teens are not behaving responsibly online, which should be a red flag to parents.
Where are you at?
And that brings us back to the parade of suspected predators in Ohio. Next week, we'll return to the heartland. What's going to happen when some of the men you've seen tonight appear in court?
The maximum penalty is up to 12 months in prison.
Okay, so that's it there. I don't have anything else lined up. I kind of don't want to stop, but like that one dude really ruined my my buzz, so like I'm not even drunk anymore. I'm just sitting here drinking wine, like um and my mood was completely ruined, unfortunately. So um I think I might call it a night. Uh 'Cause like that was really upsetting. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep going. But you guys should go watch Cornville's stream. He is much more entertaining than I am. So if you guys go catch him, tell him that I said hello. I will be there in the chat as well. So so yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. And I hope you had a good time here. Um, but yeah, thank you guys so much for coming, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.